He was cast into the sea to die, but rose as a king. This isn't just a myth, it's a forgotten legend. And by the end, you'll wonder why no one ever told you the story of Tense before. Welcome back, Myth Hunters. This is Myth or Real, the channel where gods walk the earth. Heroes battle monsters, and forgotten legends rise from the ashes of time. If you're passionate about ancient myths, epic tales, and mysterious characters lost in history, you're in the right place. Today, we journey to the sun-drenched shores of the Aegean Sea. Our story begins not with a god, nor with a hero forged in Olympus, but with a boy who became a king who defied fate. His name was Tense. Tense, a name mostly forgotten, yet once whispered with awe across the Aegean. His story begins in the court of Cycnus, the king of Colone in the Troad, and his second wife, Philonome, or sometimes called Polybia, depending on the version. But Tense was not Philonome's son. He was born of Proclea, Cycnus' first wife, and some even say, the daughter of Poseidon. If that's true, then Tense carried the sea god's divine blood. Tense had a sister, Hemithea, loyal and brave. But not everyone in the royal household shared this loyalty. Philonome, the stepmother, fell for the boy. And like many Greek myths where forbidden love turns sour, so too did her obsession. When Tense rejected her, she didn't weep. She plotted. In a whisper campaign of deceit, Philonome accused Tense of attempting to seduce her. Cycnus, enraged and dishonored, chose wrath over reason. Without trial or mercy, he sealed his son and daughter in a chest and cast them into the sea, exiled, condemned, and forgotten. But the sea, if Poseidon truly was Tense's grandfather, would not be his grave. Instead, it became his cradle. The chest washed ashore on the island of Leucophrees. There, the people took in the exiled siblings. Tense, even as a youth, exuded nobility, wisdom, and strength. The islanders, seeing in him a leader, crowned him king. Leucophrees would soon be renamed in his honor, Tenedos, the island of Tense. As king, he was just and proud. He ruled not with fear, but with honor, and the island thrived. But fate wasn't done with him. Back in Colone, Cycnus learned the truth, that Philonome had lied. Guilt-stricken, he executed his treacherous wife and sailed to Tenedos, seeking forgiveness. But Tense, proud, betrayed, wounded, refused to see his father. In fact, according to legend, he cut the mooring ropes of Cycnus' ship, a symbolic rejection so powerful it echoed across the myths. Once trust is broken, it cannot be restored. Time passed. The winds of war blew across the Aegean. Agamemnon gathered kings and warriors to sail against Troy. On their way, the Greek fleet reached Tenedos. But here's where fate sharpened its blade. Tense, defender of his people, stood against the invading Greeks. He fought fiercely, and his legend grew. But it would be Achilles, yes, the Achilles, who would ultimately face him. A prophecy had warned Achilles, harm not Tense, son of the sea, lest your own doom shall be sealed. But Achilles, driven by wrath and pride, ignored it. In the heat of battle, Achilles struck down Tense with his sword, ending the young king's life. Some say Achilles realized too late who he had killed. Others say he felt nothing. But the gods noticed. From that day, Achilles' fate was sealed. His death, soon to come, would be foretold by the slaying of Tense. But death was not the end for Tense. The people of Tenedos built a sanctuary in his honor. He became more than a king. He became a hero cult figure. A local god, almost. Sailors whispered prayers to him before voyages. Warriors sought his strength. And here's a lesser-known detail. Tense was said to have forbidden even the mention of his father's name on the island. Such was his wound. Even centuries later, inscriptions and rites on Tenedos honored Tense with reverence, but never mentioned Cycnus. What also sets Tense apart is that he embodies the tragic beauty of myth. Not a god, not a monster slayer, not a conqueror, but a human, wronged and heroic, proud and doomed. If this story moved you, if you'd never heard of Tense before, or if you knew and this gave you chills, smash that like button and subscribe. It helps the channel more than you know, and it's totally free. Comment below, who's your favorite mythological character? Do you prefer noble kings like Tense? Ferocious warriors like Achilles? Maybe demons, angels, or legendary beasts? Let's bring those myths back to life together. And hey, If you want more forgotten legends like this one, let me know. From betrayal to royalty, from sea to sword, Tense lived a life carved by fate and fire. His island still bears his name. His myth, though whispered, has not died. This has been Myth or Real, and I'll see you next time. Until then, stay curious and keep chasing legends.